If you have been trading on Polymarket Bitcoin up or down consistently, you guys are going to discover that, or you have obviously discovered that Polymarket has got a glitch when it comes to the contracts, right? And when it comes to the price updates, it really becomes very unstable in certain market conditions. I'll give you a practical example. Yesterday, the price of Bitcoin was really having a very small arbitrage opportunity where the price was literally fluctuating in a specific short range. It would go down by about $50 and it would pump up by about $50. So the arbitrage opportunities was very minimal. And this is one of the reasons why I ended up losing a trade, because there were a few nuances as far as Polymarket is concerned. And I just wanted to bring it to your attention. Probably the Polymarket team is going to eventually sort this out, because I ended up losing some money which I wasn't even supposed to. So I managed to take a screenshot of this particular instance, and if you look at the timer, right, only 3 seconds were remaining. I was obviously betting for the price of Bitcoin to sort of be above 88,214, and at the time of this particular time closure, as far as the timer is concerned, the price was around 88,256 and it was up by about $42. However, if you look at the contract shares, because my average buy entry was around 33.8 cents and I had 1,500 shares in this particular prediction. However, I do not know why I was having terrible return on investment, because the shares were obviously inverse of what was supposed to happen. So technically speaking, I did practically have my prediction right. It was above the 88,214 price point that we had to sort of surpass. But the reason why we had this particular glitch is very unfortunate. So like I told you, right, this was a very tight call. It was a very tight market condition where the price volatility was literally non-existent, because it was just going on, it was going above 88,214 by literally maybe $20, $50. And I swore, because I was cross-referencing the price points on different exchanges like Coinbase, multiple trading view exchanges like Binance, Bitrix, and all these different areas, Bybit, and the price was clearly above 88,214. However, I do not know why I ended up losing this position. I could have won 1,500. The cost was around 509, and I ended up literally losing this particular trade. So if any of the Polymarket team members are watching this, please update your bot. What if I told you that there is a way to accurately predict on Polymarket if the price of Bitcoin is going to go up or down? It doesn't really matter whether you are trading the 15-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hourly, or even the daily time frame. Our group contains information which is going to be relevant to you if you want to sort of, accurately trade. And when it comes to market contracts, we obviously share the best entry levels. We give you technical analysis. We use sophisticated arbitrage bots and also AI in order for us to make sure that our accuracy as far as these prediction markets are concerned are always top notch. Feel free to join us right now. The link is going to be in the description. If your arbitrage bots have got some nuances and some bugs that you need to fix, please work on it. And I would also like to bring your attention to what has been happening today as far as Polymarket is concerned, because the updated price of each share was very, very, funny. I had a lot of trouble. I had a lot of difficulties, and it was so crazy. I mean, take a look at these price fluctuations. It's fluctuating between, and by the way, this is like in real time. Okay, it's fluctuating in crazy market positions. So this is like a live example. Okay, so right now the current price to beat is 88,502. The price is up by about $1. And if you take a look at this, it's literally insane, so there's about 3 minutes remaining. Let's see what will happen to the contract shares right over here. So one thing that I've discovered about Polymarket is, look, when you're having instances of very tight market conditions, it's very unfair due to the fact that there's a lot of arbitrage bots going on. The amount of people who are selling, like, take a look at this. This is happening in real time, by the way. There's just so much uncertainty. There's about 2 minutes. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so let's go on CoinGecko. Let's do this real fast, and let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin. By the way, I've cleared my cache. My cache is pretty much cleared, and we're good. So right now it's equal. Yeah. Now take a look at this. It's fluctuating between 90 cents to, look, 56 to about 91 cents. This is happening like in a fraction of a second. So, we need to have clear set rules. So let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin. It's 88,555. What's the price here? 546. Okay. There isn't much of a difference right over there, but hey, this is absolutely crazy. And this is one of the reasons why trading on Polymarket is very, look, from 94 to about 25. So I want you guys to concentrate on look, how is that even possible? Okay. How is the up share 95 and the down share 95? Like, it's mathematically impossible. Okay, so technically speaking, the up share is winning. And this is the same instance that we had yesterday. Remember the screenshot that I told you? Like, I literally had the same experience, and eventually what ended up happening is my side, which was the up share, ended up winning, but I still ended up losing money, even though the price was correct, even though the price was in my favor. And this is one of the reasons why I really believe. Okay, now what's happening? Let's take a look at the price here. Let me refresh that. Okay, so 525. How come the price here is 88,629? How come? And take a look at this. Now, this is the part, especially when the timer is about to run out, this is the part that really becomes unfair, because I really believe this price is being take a look at this discrepancy. On Polymarket, the price is 88,612, while the price here on CoinGecko is 88,509. Okay, so technically speaking, the people who were betting down are the ones that won. But if you take a look at the current price, it's favoring Polymarket, 88,628. So the real reason why this is happening is because the majority of the participants on Polymarket had won, so they have to influence this price. And in order for us to avoid this, right, the only logical way in order for you to win clearly, because when you have like a tight call when it comes to the prices, when you have like a tight market condition, Polymarket is obviously having some tricks, because you saw this happen in real time. Which is absolutely crazy, because at that remember when we started, right, the price of Bitcoin on CoinGecko was almost 1-to-1, but how come here it's like up by over like $100? So these are the types of manipulation tactics that are really, really beginning to frustrate me, especially in tight ranges, because this doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't really make any sense. And I understand time is of the essence. And if they had not sort of, stopped the timer prematurely when there were like a few seconds remaining, we would have had a clear understanding of what was, happening in real time, because clearly the results were very clear. So this is the same thing that happened to me. I'm a real person trading and experiencing these things, and there's a lot of you out there who, get confused by such. And to be honest, I felt I know for a fact that my trade was in my favor. Maybe there was a lag. I understand there was a lag, but I was refreshing my cache. I was, very, very, very accurate. But even if there was a lag, right, the Polymarket website would have updated in real time. So these are the things that really, really frustrate us. So if you guys have experienced such, please let me know. Otherwise, Polymarket needs to fix this ASAP, because there's no way I could have lost 509 and I was bound to win 1,500. I was about to double my money, which was absolutely ridiculous. So in tight conditions, if the market trend has not given like a clear direction, when the price isn't off by about $1,000 or more, and when you're having like a very thin margin between the price to beat and the current price, Polymarket always has the advantage. Regardless of whether you're right or wrong, you always end up losing, and this is very unfair. I've seen this happen multiple times, and it's honestly frustrating. So please let me know if you guys have experienced this as far as Polymarket is concerned. Otherwise, this is a really huge concern. Otherwise, I'm going to stop using Polymarket. I'm going to migrate to another platform that has got fair results, especially in close ranges, because that accuracy really, really matters. Because there's no way it was like 3 seconds before I was up by about 42% in terms of the price to beat, but how come my value was still minus 63%? And then when the timer ran out, they closed my balance and it was zero. That's so frustrating. But anyhow, it is what it is. Maybe I'm the one who just doesn't know. Maybe the real-time update was absolutely crazy, and there's a lag with regards to how often we get updated. So all those things need to be factored in. So what I'm going to do from now is I'm going to be very intentional and strategic as far as my predictions are concerned. I'm only going to be going in at extreme market reversals where I'm right by over like 1,000. Have you seen this difference, right? The difference between the price to beat and the current price is only 128. So in order for you to accurately win on Polymarket, it has to be off, or rather you have to win by over maybe like $500 in your favor. That's when you can sort of get to win. So this is absolutely ridiculous. It's crazy. If you're up by about 39%, definitely Polymarket is going to choose whatever side is much more profitable for them to win. Like they say, the house always wins. So yeah, this is very frustrating, honestly. What if I told you that there is a way to accurately predict on Polymarket if the price of Bitcoin is going to go up or down? It doesn't really matter whether you are trading the 15-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hourly, or even the daily time frame. Our group contains information which is going to be relevant to you if you want to sort of, accurately trade. And when it comes to market contracts, we obviously share the best entry levels. We give you technical analysis. We use sophisticated arbitrage bots and also AI in order for us to make sure that our accuracy as far as these prediction markets are concerned are always top notch. Feel free to join us right now. The link is going to be in the description.